The War of the Simpsons is a pretty complex episode with actually quite a lot of strong messages in it about family and trust and taking advantage. This is the 20th episode of the second season, nearly at the end of the second season now. It's directed by Kirkland, originally aired in May of 1991. And in this one, Homer and Marge have a party, and Homer gets very drunk and behaves very badly. So Marge decides for them to go on to a retreat designed for marriage counselling. There are Reverend Lovejoy and his wife, another couple, I think maybe two other couples, and Homer decides to make a bad decision while they're on this retreat. That means Marge thinks the marriage might be even more trouble than she suspected. Will they be able to claw things back together by the end of it? To be honest, I think going to a marriage counselling retreat just because of one bad party was a bit of an overreaction, but Homer did behave quite despicably. At the same time, if he had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something he really wanted to do, it would have been a bit selfish of Marge to deny him that. So there's a lot that you can discuss in this and kind of where the morals lie and who's actually at fault and who's not listening to whom in the marriage. Very interesting one to discuss. The other side of it, we have Bart and Lisa being looked after by Grampa, and they decide to throw a house party. Well, Bart decides to throw a house party, Lisa very much goes along with it to begin with, but suddenly she begins to feel a lot of guilt for it. Bart not so much, and things obviously get very out of hand. I really enjoyed seeing Grampa a bit more. He's a lot more prominent in this second season than he was in the first, and I really like him as a character. I think he always brings a fresh perspective on things, so I had a lot of fun with that. The main narrative of the marriage counselling I actually didn't think was... It was good, but because I am kind of thinking Marge wasn't behaving as fairly as she could have been, I'm actually slightly siding with Homer. Not completely, they're both at fault, but if I really wanted to do something and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and me doing that would be considered selfish, I wouldn't be best pleased. So there's a lot you can discuss. I'd love to know where your views are on that and if you side more with Marge or Homer in this particular episode. It's a really nice episode that flows really well. The narrative, goes from strength to strength. I think it becomes more and more interesting as it goes on. We are coming towards the end of this second season now, and I feel like the last few episodes have been very strong, so I'm really looking forward to continuing with the next few of them. Definitely an episode that I think is worth checking out. Very, very thought-provoking.